everyone.
Hello, everyone. Uh-oh. This is what happens when you do, like, impromptu. Oh, my word! It's not working. Oh, my gosh.
Turn up the flame.
No, it's the thing. Okay, never mind that idea.
Are you sure No, not. Are you sure?
No, it's empty.
Here, this will work.
No!
This will work.
We're good.
No, I don't.
I'll get another
I don't
one.
think we need a blowtorch for
I'll
that.
get another one.
Should we use a blowtorch for the start?
No. Okay, here we go.
All right, take two, and
There we go. Ah, yes.
so what's going on, Homestead Tessie?
Well, hello, everyone.
You want to tell everyone what's going on?
Well, let's
While I
see.
make my coffee.
Wow, it's been a long time, hasn't it? Well, we are just going to have a little bit of a sit-down talk. I'm not sure what we're talking about, but it's been a long time. Of course, I've been around. I just haven't been on this channel. I've been really busy working and getting everything ready for a new year and new goals and new ideas and all that good stuff, which I'm sure most of you know. Hopefully you know. Hopefully you've been watching my videos. It's a really nice snowy day today, so I was outside already taking pictures of the snow. What I like to do this year on Homestead Tessie's channel is every month have a intro of our mobile home in the different seasons. I thought it would be fun to have a intro of the snow, of the rain, of the sun, of the summer, spring, all of those things. I thought it'd be kind of fun. And Scott's back there laughing at me. I guess he thinks that sounds silly. But I think it would be fun.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful. And
But the fire is so delightful.
Fire's very fiery.
Well, I would hope so. Where
All
there's
right.
smoke, there's fire.
Well, that ain't enough room for big old Scotty, so we're gonna see if I can fit in here. Let it ho, let it.
Let it snow.
All right, so.
Well, honey.
All right, here we go.
Oh, wow. You can get a lot on this screen.
Yeah, you can. So, welcome.
Well, actually, the reason why we weren't doing a podcast is because I disowned Scott, and I told him he can never come to my house again.
Yep, for what? It's probably been a year. I don't know. So
It's so nice to see you after this whole year, Scott.
I know it's been. Actually, it has been I haven't seen you this year yet.
Oh.
This is the first
It's
in a
true.
year.
Oh, you
It
know
is the
what?
first.
That was funny. Yes. No, I did not disown Scott. So just life got really busy, and we just got really busy doing each of our own things.
Yeah.
I asked you last week if you wanted to do a podcast, and you didn't want to.
Well, so busy. Life is.
Yeah, it is. It keeps
But then
you
again, you
stepping.
make time for what you wanna make time for.
Oh, you're
Because
pointing
that's
at
life.
them.
Well, yeah, you make time for. By the way, can we actually start, because probably half the people don't even know what's going on.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mother vs. Son podcast. We are still keeping that name for the podcast name. It's just the channel name changed because, well, we've undergone a lot of
Well,
things.
yeah, Scott. You want to explain what have we been doing?
Well, we started
Tessie kind of ditched the channel.
a little bit.
And Scotty,
she kinda
you know what happens with
threw
Scott?
us under the bus.
You know what happens with Scott. You know, he kind of takes off, and
Well, I had to keep things going.
we had to keep things going.
So,
Mhm.
a lot of people have been watching the vlogs and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we came up with the name What's Up with Tessie and Scott just because what's up. Because at any given point, any given time, it could just be...
Especially with Scott. Scott's a little more interesting.
Well,
I'm a little more predictable.
I say some... I go on some subjects that most people don't.
Right.
And
Tessie wouldn't go in those subjects.
No, Tessie would not.
But that's why it's the mother versus son, because we got am I Generation X?
I'm millennial.
I'm Generation X.
I don't know. You should know.
I'm sure.
But it's called Gen X.
Oh, whatever.
It's
I'm
Gen.
that.
It's
What's Gen Z then?
I think before me.
Before you or after you?
No, I think before me.
I don't know. But anyhow, that's the difference in philosophy,
I think.
personality.
Let us know in the comment section.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know these,
So anyway,
Keywords.
we've been just busy with our own stuff. You guys have seen the walking vlogs, and the people that like what I have to say still follow. The people that don't,
right. Well, that's how it is
kind
in
of,
general.
Well, yeah, you're not gonna like every video,
I do believe,
which is
though,
great.
Some of the girls that watch your channel, they have sons around your age,
Yeah.
so they enjoy watching. Because unless you have a son, you probably don't know exactly what it's like to have a son.
That's true. Well, obviously, if you don't have a son, you wouldn't know what it's like to have a son. Well, she stuck her head in the snow today, so.
Yeah. It's menopausal brain. Scott is so sick.
No, we don't need to go into
Yeah, we do.
You can make your. Here's the. If everyone wants to hear about that, you can make a video and post
because they're mostly women that watch Scott.
Then you could post a video on that.
They're mostly women that watch Scott. So.
No.
Anyhow, he gets so sick of me because every time there's something wrong in my life, I tell him it's menopause, and he does not believe it.
I don't believe in burnout. I don't believe.
Listen,
I believe what you say is reality.
I would love for Scott, for 1 week, to have my body, menopausal body.
Well,
I guess Scott.
I can. Well,
you
welcome.
did kind of have a female body there.
Well, yeah, with that video.
Hey.
I mean, I wasn't.
Well, no, you were trying. No, you were trying. I understand what you were trying to do, but anyhow, let's go into something else.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, he doesn't think menopause is a real thing, but it is.
Actually, I've never said that at all.
Well,
I have never said that menopause is not a real thing.
Well,
at all. I don't think Kenny. Have I ever said that's not a real? No.
I haven't heard that.
The only thing I've said is, if you think something and you focus on something, then that becomes reality.
Well, yeah.
It's kind of like if you're going to give a speech. People that have no problem giving speeches, they're not thinking about, oh, what if I mess up? They're not working themselves to sick.
Yeah, true.
Our mind is a very powerful thing. And I believe, and this is why I believe at any age, that what you think about is what you become.
And do you know what Pastor...
And that's because of Jim Rohn.
Who's
For
that?
those who know Jim Rohn, Jim Rohn is was an entrepreneur.
He's not poor dad, rich dad.
Jim Crow.
Jim Crow.
Jim Rohn.
Wasn't Jim Crow a singer?
Do you guys know Jim Rohn out there? Those who know.
Get yourself some
Jim
trouble.
Crow. Holy cow.
Lindsay, look up Jim Crow.
I am hot.
Is that heat cranking?
Lindsay,
Man,
yes.
look it up on the internet and tell me what Jim Crow was.
It's like
You
100
should take the
degrees.
camera and show that cranking.
See, now this is an awesome thing. I just pop like this.
Who was Jim Crow?
Show them inside that. Ask them if they think it's hot in here.
You guys think it's hot in here? Oh my
You're gonna
goodness.
melt that.
Gonna melt the camera.
Wow. Let's just say Scotty is a toasty little marshmallow. Actually, I'm a pretty big marshmallow, but I'm working on it. Walking with Scott will be coming back again.
I need one of them cameras. That's amazing.
It is, and the cool thing is I can just pop this out if I ever want to. And now, what's up, guys?
Here.
And would you like to come on camera?
No.
Okay.
You could just read it, or just
read it.
Scott.
She can read it.
Jim Crow was a system of racial segregation
Oh, we might want to take this.
Ooh.
Back up.
What?
and disenfranchisement that was enforced in the United States from the 1880s to the 1960s.
Okay, Lindsay to the rescue.
Okay. Hold, guys.
Lindsay to the rescue.
Kenny, can we have it official? You do not. Well, wait.
I officially did not know what Jim Crow was.
I thought
Okay.
Jim
I just
Crow was
heard
a
it.
singer. Is there more than one?
I'm sorry, but something's gotta go. I gotta strip.
I
gotta
thought
strip.
for
This
sure
is-
Jim
this
Crow
is
was a
crazy.
singer. Why am I
Well, how do
thinking
you spell it?
Probably about 300.
J-I-M?
Probably about 370
C-R-O-W.
degrees. where
Yeah.
we're
I feel
at.
like it.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
came up.
Isn't that weird though? You hear of something your whole life and you didn't really know what it was. You didn't know who it was.
Or you heard it. You heard at one point in your life, and it
Well,
stuck
yeah,
in your.
he
it
must
stuck in
have.
his
Well, yeah, he
brain.
was from the He was born in '65.
So someone,
I believe it. I believe.
Lindsay, do you want to show them your shirt, your hoodie?
Sure.
Okay, just come over here. My wife, did I get it for you?
I think
Wow,
my
that's
parents
bad.
did.
Okay, so if you guys like her hoodie, let
Hi,
us know.
guys.
So her hoodie, if you can't read it, says Jesus is King, and we firmly believe that.
Okay. Good.
All right. Do you have anything you want to say?
Nope.
So for those who know, my wife is like Kenny Boy.
Yep.
They stay in the background, which is okay.
I'm to be heard and not seen.
But that's not unusual. Do you know on most YouTubers, the spouse is not as much in the public as the other one?
Well, that's true. Normally, if you're in the it's the young generation that are I can't say
Even
that.
Doug and Stacey off grid. Stacey doesn't really like being on camera. She is.
She did
sometimes.
for a while, but then she kind of faded away.
But I'm saying that's normal.
Yeah. Okay, so if you guys like this, there's something very important. We will bring it back more, but here's the thing. You have to like the video, you have to share the video, and you have to leave a comment, because without the algorithm knowing that you guys like it, well,
Yeah. So
I don't know where I'm going with that. Just like, favorite, subscribe.
in other words, he's saying that if you like this video and you let him know you like this, there'll probably be more of these kind of videos.
Exactly.
And maybe, well, your walking
No,
videos are pretty
I'll
good.
still do the walking.
Yeah, he
because-
likes the walking videos.
Because even though, so this is always been my focus since day one of YouTube. I've been on YouTube since 2009, way before Tessie. I tried. We tried many years. My philosophy is that I make content that I enjoy, that I like watching back. Obviously, I make some stuff for other people as well. But I view it as my walking videos. If one person gets something out of it, then I'm going to keep doing it.
Right.
So what does that do when it gets too hot?
It's
leaks?
it's just water, steam. It puts moisture in
Moisture
the
in the
air,
air.
so it's not such a dry air.
Dry heat.
You should get one of those humidifiers, and it just you put water in it and it blows.
I guess this does the same thing.
That does
It
pretty
does,
much
but
the
just
same.
right there. So like over at your desk, you could have one where
I
it puts
assume though
moisture.
it over time it puts the moisture in the whole house.
It goes,
Okay, Tessie.
It goes through a couple pots of water
Yeah.
a day, so it
Yeah.
does put a lot in the air.
Okay.
And there's a fan there too that kind of blows.
Current
around.
mood. Can you explain what that is then? There's your current mood. Oh,
Current
sleepy?
mood.
What
It's
sleeping.
Pikachu and Snorlax sleeping. Pokemon. I know Pokemon's the
No, but I
devil.
meant that
Pokemon's the
sleeping.
devil.
Sleeping.
Yeah, you get a kick out of that, Lindsay.
Yeah.
Pokemon's the devil.
I don't know anything about
know.
it. I stay out of it.
No, when I was younger.
Yeah, no, he was not allowed. Well,
I did. I was allowed, but you said Pokemon was the devil.
well,
And to be fair, most parents back then thought it was. Did you know? Fun fact: they thought that electricity was of Satan. When electricity was out, it was in news article, like in the newspapers and stuff, that some people would never get electricity because they thought it was Satan.
Fun
And they
fact.
thought demons were inside.
okay, fun fact.
Yeah.
Do you know who Orson Welles is?
No.
Orson Welles used to like to write a lot of stories that would be like sci-fi. Well, Orson
Interesting.
Welles, before there was TV, had a radio. They had a radio show that read Orson Welles, and that was the invasion of the aliens. Fun fact is, thousands and thousands of people thought it was a real live news show. People panicked. Some
Oh,
people
my
lost
word.
their lives. They had accidents, and here it was just a reading on the radio.
Oh my.
History is amazing.
Okay, I guess I'm eating here.
History
Alright,
is
well.
amazing. Fun fact, Orson Welles has amazing stories,
Thank you.
Kenny made us some eggies.
and those stories, some of them come true.
Well, yeah, because
He did one-
People often they hear something and they just instantly believe it and go wild.
Well, they did, but it was
Yes.
on the radio, and they had a radio that it sounded like it was real.
Well, yeah,
So they say,
yeah.
"Oh, the aliens are coming." Yeah, that's,
Well,
you got to read it.
yeah.
Over the Great Depression, so many amazing stories.
Oh, I love the Great Depression
I wish more people.
for the fact of the knowledge.
I wish more people were interested in that, but people just aren't. They're not
No.
interested in that. On the main.
Well, they don't want to know the real reason of the Great Depression and
Well,
and
they just
stuff.
they find it boring now. So, but we could learn a lot from the Great Depression.
Yeah.
How much you pay me for this podcast? You know.
Tootsie Roll. You
So
get a Tootsie Roll.
I was going to tell you to bring your thingy, woo, but your your drone.
I was going to say, where are you going with that?
I don't know.
Bring my thing.
Anyhow, to have celebrities on video, it costs a lot of money. and especially with me, I mean, I'm probably...
Wow. But here's the thing, the fine print, the contract that you signed when...
A year ago.
No, a long time ago.
Hey, I asked you...
When I first got you started.
I asked you different times. If you wanted to do a podcast, and you weren't feeling
I'm
like it.
I'm talking about you getting started.
Yeah, I know. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, we got a contract.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this looks good. I made chicken noodle soup for lunch, so that's what we're having.
Okay.
My birthday's Sunday. You're all coming up. I was hoping to do a little bit of a video on that.
Isn't the 12th?
Sunday. My birthday.
That's all right. Oh, wow.
This Sunday.
By the way.
Did you forget it's my birthday?
My child. For the people that don't know, half of this is we're playing around. Because some people probably think it's, actually serious.
About what?
Well...
That I disowned you?
Well, that... They probably think, like me saying we have a contract. They probably think that's all serious.
I think they know. And if anybody... Listen.
Well, we live in the internet world.
If anybody watches you, and anybody watches me, you know that we have quite a banter with each other.
Yeah, but just to be clear...
we tease.
Just to be clear.
We come from a very lighthearted family. We like to tease and we like to laugh. We like to be silly. We like to have fun. We don't have a serious type family as far as...
Check this screen here.
Why do you keep pointing at them? They're going to think that you're yelling at them.
I tapped the screen to make sure it's still filming.
Okay.
After my PTSD of that one time.
At least it's not as bad as me when I first made a video. I filmed for an hour. I filmed for a whole hour. It was a couple of videos. And I had something right on my tip of my nose.
Whatever there, Scott.
I am. That's hot. You come stand here and
Feels good over here. It's comfortable.
Well, I'm done talking for the day. Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
Of course. Of course.
Scott. People don't like such long videos, Scott.
Actually, they loved them. Look at this.
What do you want to talk about?
If you're still watching, tell Tessie that you love this. You could watch hours and hours. Just tell Tessie. Tell Tessie you want a 24-hour stream of me and her nonstop.
And if you're going to be mean about me, tell Scott. Tell Scott about it if you don't like it.
Because I have a very strong background. I don't care.
I don't.
Oh my God.
I don't. Nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
I don't like it, that kind of stuff. I don't. Give it to Scott. Give the feedback to Scott.
Yeah, so you can give me all the feedback, and if it's negative, guess what happens? Boop, boop, boop.
What does that mean?
It means in one ear, out the other ear, and I don't take the negative feedback because...
That's because your current mood is sleepy.
Well, I view it as this.
When are you going to buy me one of these?
Okay.
I want...
Stop it.
My nose is itching. Somebody's thinking about me.
You stop it.
You know that saying, right?
Yeah.
Your nose is itching. Somebody's thinking or talking. Imagine that. Somebody talking about me?
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You put yourself in public. You gotta expect to get the worst.
You look like you slept good last night.
Really?
Did you sleep good?
Well, let's see. I came to bed at 11:45 p.m. By the time I was done listening to my podcast, probably 1:30 a.m. 1:32 a.m.
I went to bed at 8.
And up at 6:30.
Okay. I went to bed
It's I'm telling you. I'm back on to, you want the key to life?
Remember, this is millennial
Blueberries.
talking.
Blueberries.
Oh.
It's the key to youth. It's the key to reversing so much in life. Is blueberries. The second key.
No sleep.
I could go on forever. No, you need sleep. 7 to 8 hours, I think, is good.
Some people need a little more, though.
If that's what
menopausal women do.
If that's what they believe.
Menopausal women.
No,
do.
I'm sure some people do. Just like, well, male and female are different in so many levels. You know, you can't have. All right, so I wanted to say, is there anything new that you're doing that you want them to know about?
But you told me, you said never tell people what you're doing.
No, I mean, like...
You said, Tessie, never tell people what you're doing.
That's what all the business people say.
But I'm not
never tell people what you're doing, show them. Just do it and show them. I meant just like in general. Like, for example, my hair is thinning. So, there's a couple theories I have to that.
I can tell you a story about that, okay?
You're the washer on.
I do.
So, my hair is thinning, and Could be a couple things because I'm indoors mostly. Could be my poor diet. It could be hereditary because my one uncle is bald pretty much. 2 cousins are pretty much bald.
This would have been his great-great-great-grandpa.
Let me just get it up here.
That shows you a little bit because you said about.
And you can see, actually I see that the hair thinning on the left and right, which is what my dad has, and I started having that.
I think he was bald the way in the back.
So I follow, now I don't, when I say follow, it's not like I do everything he does. In fact, I probably do 0.1% of what he does. What's his name? Johnson?
Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson. So now he looks like a lizard.
He looks like a lizard.
Okay, so Brian.
That's rude.
No. If you seen it, no.
They say I look like Teuton Tessie.
Stop.
Yeah, that's
what I'm
rude.
saying is, that's a term when you look like when you're pasty white and you just like you don't get no sun. You look like a lizard.
Yeah,
like
but that's
like they said that. That's not. No. Calm down.
Good coffee.
Like that?
Lizards are very cute.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anyhow.
All right. Anyway, I'm not. If you look like a lizard, I'm talking about not your face.
I'd rather look like a lizard than Teuton
I'm
Tessie.
talking about you're not tan. It's just a term. It's a term. It's a term.
Anyhow, years ago when I first made my
I'll get
channel,
back to that.
Years ago when they first made my channels, the trolls would call me Teuton Tessie. I just thought that was
I think
a term.
that would have been amazing.
No, there was actually a woman called Teuton Tessie in Barnum
And Bailey?
Bailey Circus.
I love Barnum and Bailey.
Okay,
He gets
so-
such a bad rep.
Okay, go back to your.
Okay. Brian Johnson's goal is to not die.
Okay.
That's just his dream. So he
But
spends
he will
millions of
eventually.
dollars. Well, he spends millions of dollars, and to reverse his age, so he just tests every day and all this stuff.
Yeah, could be.
So he uses something called red light therapy. So,
Yeah, right.
So, and you probably heard it. And a lot of people probably heard red
I have
light.
to do a lot of product reviews on that.
Well, so red light therapy is basically the sun emits different lights.
Right.
You have blue light.
Did you get one for your bald head? You're not wearing something, are you?
No, I thought you said.
Oh.
I
Anyhow.
thought
Okay.
Anyway, so the sun gives out these lights.
Uh-huh.
You know, you got UV, you have red, ultraviolet, and whatever.
So you sit out in the sun.
Well, yes, that helps, but so they make these hats that are red light hats that you can wear.
Is that what you have on?
No, it's only 20 minutes a day. And I just started, so you have to do it for like 6 months. So I'm trying to do that to see. So what it does is the red light, it increases the blood flow, and it also penetrates some molecules that are in your scalp that activate. So the problem with hair thinning is molecules. Oh my!
Molecules.
See where I get it from. And the cells become dormant and they're not active anymore, so it starts thinning your hair. Well, these are supposed to help it. So now the worse, the further along you are with like balding, it might not do anything. And so I got a cheap one. I mean, it's
better than what my
when
dad
I say
did.
cheap, $189.
That's better than what my dad did. My dad in the 1980s, that was when they had just catalogs. My dad saw an ad for a sheep dung.
A what? A sheep's dung?
Sheep poop. So it was. So there was this mixture that you put on your head. Sheep poop.
I'm not putting sheep poop on my head.
He did one time, and he put this goop on his head, and supposedly it was made of sheep poop.
Wow.
And he put it on his head one time. One time he gooped it on, and that was it. After that, he just kept it in his file cabinet.
Yeah,
and never used it again.
No. Red light therapy has been proven for. So it's been proven for like really good for you on a lot of levels.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah. So.
Okay, but
so
why did we talked about all of it?
We're almost done. You see this little rusher?
It's almost like
Always rushing. Just I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I'm rushing till life's no fun. All you gotta really do is live and die. But I'm in a hurry worry and don't know why. Don't know why. Something, something, something. Drinky the coffee sippy. All right, so we're about done.
I think we covered everything, Scott.
We covered everything.
And probably a little too much. You know what they say, the longer you leave the film on, the worse it gets.
You know, if we would have kept doing the Mother versus Son podcast, it probably would have been very good.
Probably.
The problem
we would have
is,
lost everyone.
No, we would no. People like this because it's not scripted. And we're not sitting here. Okay, so Tessie, this is what you say now. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I don't script.
Like we don't. And yeah. All right. If you want more.
You're going to have to let Scott know
what
or
to
I
do.
won't do it.
Tessie would always do it. See, this is where don't believe her.
Okay.
Tessie would do it. But I do plan on, for this channel, doubling down for this year. 2025, I plan on dropping content after content after content for this channel. Mm-hmm. I know Tessa's like, oh my gosh, I don't have time. It's okay. It's okay.
He comes up anyhow.
I come up every week.
Right, yeah.
I am a son that comes every week.
Yeah, you come up every week.
So.
All right, so I think we're good.
All right. You know what to do. You have to comment. You have to. I know for 90% of the videos, you guys just simply can like the video. But this, you have to comment. You have to hit that subscribe button.
I want to say, we are not, let me say this one thing. We come up with terms, we say things, we don't know exactly what they mean, so we'll have to research it a little bit.
Yes.
We're just really backwoodsy type, kind of. We're not very, I was going to say educated, but I don't want to say that because we are educated. It's just...
Are we educated?
Yeah.
I'm not educated.
It's learning experience for all of us.
I don't know, I'm just...
And you know what? The majority of people that watch us are like us. That they're just everyday, we're just everyday normal people.
They're either like us, they... don't like us.
No, I mean they're like us.
I know. They're either like us, or they like us, or they don't like us, or they don't know what they feel about us.
No, I meant that, we're just average everyday people. We are not.
I am not average.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
I don't believe in that.
I'm average.
I don't believe you say you're average because you're not average.
I'm average.
So how many mothers of 3 children start a YouTube channel?
A lot.
And hit 100,000 subscribers that aren't like goody that like, I gotta have the perfect outfit on, the perfect, and be 120 pounds and be perfect.
Well, I'm not perfect, that's for sure.
No, but how many?
I'm old.
Ask yourself this: how many?
I don't know.
Women that don't care about putting their breasts out there?
Well, no, I don't do that
because that's how those women seem to get ahead. Is they wear low shirts and
even older women do that.
Exactly, and tight pants. Now, there's nothing wrong with that in my opinion. I know you would be different.
That's horrible.
In my opinion, there's nothing wrong because if they, I know we're different.
Yeah,
I'm a millennial, so I don't. I mean, it's yes.
If you don't have integrity, you don't got nothing.
But what if that's just who you are? What if
that means you got a major problem?
I don't believe that.
I'm saying on camera, if you know that if you do something and you purposely do something on camera to get views, then you have no integrity.
But that's also entertainment, and that's what they want, though. When you watch a TV show, are you watching because
I don't watch that kind of crap.
No, but I'm saying
I'd rather die.
But Little House on the Prairie, they dressed a certain way for entertainment.
Right.
So
but
they did it for
I'd rather
views.
die and have my conscience clear.
But that's you. But a lot of women out there.
Bible talks about being discreet,
Bible
being
talks
modest.
about a lot of stuff, though.
I know. I'm saying that. Okay, we'll say that.
See, this is the Mother versus Son podcast.
Right.
My opinion's different from hers.
Very much.
Very different on that.
On a lot of things, actually.
Yeah.
But then
the only difference is I'm still coming back next week.
Oh yeah,
that's the only difference.
Don't fight. No, we
that's
don't
the
fight.
only difference. All right. Anyway,
bye.
If you guys like that last banter, then see, this is what you're missing.
Oh yeah, and it's natural.
You guys could get one of these videos every week, but the problem is you have to smash that subscribe button, share our video on Facebook, Twitter, on Instagram, Snapchat, on Pinterest, on Blogger,
kind of stuff.
Whatever social media, they have friends, they can email their friends, they could text their friends, call their friends, get on that phone and be like, oh my goodness, the Mother versus Son podcast is the podcast of the year.
That's millennials do that.
But I'm saying-
my
but
group
what-
of people
what-
don't do that.
Oh, they do that. You guys do that because you know what? I have faith in you guys. Tessie's a little wavy. She doesn't believe that you guys
Listen,
can do it.
as long as you come
I
back-
believe you can do it.
As long as you come back every week, that's all that matters.
Well, and here's the thing. If you don't like my videos or you don't like Tessie's review videos, just simply wait for the Mother vs. Son podcast to drop. You don't have to watch every video, and that's the amazing thing about YouTube. Well, I mean, some people...
The longer we let this camera go, the worse we're gonna. The whole
better
thing-
it gets.
The further we're digging a hole.
All right.
We're gonna be buried in it soon, Scott.
Thank you guys for watching. I'm Scott, the Mother. This is
I'm Teresa.
the Son. Welcome to 2025.